farm, what's going to require is 33 stacks of obsidian, 4 stacks of glass, and a flint and steel. I'm going to be building this in creative just to make it faster. So what you're going to want to start out with is a 23 by 23 portal. You can make it a 21 by 21 portal, but it can give better results to make it a 23 by 23. Be making this 23 the 23 by 23 portal, and we're going to have 2 of them next to each other, and then in rows of 12. Now on Ps4, it will give good results, but the mobs don't spawn as frequently as they do on other platforms. So around 8 hours on the Ps4 results with around 4.5 stacks of golden blocks, and it'll probably result more on other platforms. Now also, as you can see, I'm leaving a 1 block gap for if you want to do a collection system. Now if you're on a platform that can use the eggs to attract the pigment, and I would suggest building them right next to each other in the same sort of way, just 6 on each side, and then in the middle having a egg to attract them and have them fall down there. But if you're going to use the method I have here, I'm showing, you're going to want to, I suggest the best way to do it is to leave a gap and then have the fences on each side, the trap doors on the sides of the. Okay, so once you have this extended out 12 portals, and then you're gonna do the same thing over here, make a 23 by 23 portal and extend that out, and then from there you're going to cover all of the sides up with glass so that no pigmen can get out, and make this too tall. Now it's not required to use glass. You could use just regular blocks if you wanted to, or even use slabs, but I prefer to do glass just so I can see what's inside there. And want to make sure you get this on all sides here. Now obviously with doing it the other 12 portals out, you wouldn't be doing this right down here in the middle. You just connect the portal with this frame side here, and then extend it out, the 12 on each sides, and that is basically it for the gold farm. I'm going to show building the rest of it, but if you just want to go off of by what I'm saying, that's it. You just build the 12 out on both sides here and have it connect in the middle, and so that you don't have to use that extra gold obsidian. And it won't require all 33 stacks if you end up using the extra corners here, which can be very useful if you're in your world and you don't have a whole bunch of obsidian to be using. Another tip I would use is to also, if you're in need of obsidian, is that once you beat the Ender Dragon, to go into the end and mine out those towers, because they can give you a lot of obsidian. And another thing, if you have it, or if you're later into the game and you have a beacon, I would suggest always having a haste 2 beacon, because it really speeds up the process. And also as well, as I mentioned here with using the trapdoors for a collection system, I have my own made collection system. You can do it a bunch of different ways. If you want to just have them fall right down and then be killed, you can do that. Or what I like to do is have them fall into one area where I can kill them with my looting sword and get the experience as well. And if you guys would like to see that, let's get up to 100 likes on this video, and I will be showing you how to make a collection system with them as well. Alright, let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now which one? We'll raise this up on both sides. And the nice thing with doing it, if you have them right next to each other, even if you don't have a lot of obsidian right away, what I would suggest doing is, if you only have enough for, let's say, doing 2 portals, and just to clarify, 1 portal is 88 blocks, but then if you don't have enough obsidian to do all of these portals at once, I would just suggest starting out with a few, and then working it up as you have the obsidian. Because even with only a few portals, if you go AFK for a night, you'll get so much gold that you really won't have a use for the gold after just a few times of being AFK at this farm. It produces so much gold. But as I was saying, if you don't have a whole bunch of obsidian, I would suggest doing the 2 portals right next to each other so that you can share this side wall, because that'll end up saving you some obsidian. And if you want to save more obsidian, you can have it go like out 3 and then just make it 4 rows of 3 to save some more obsidian there. But this is just the design I went with first, so it's the design I prefer. And also, if there are any ways that you think you can make this farm better, just let me know in the comment section. I know you can extend it out, like the portals out further and have more of them, but I know in my PS4 world, when in the area while you have the farm running, there's so many pigments spawning that no other mob will spawn, because there's always just so many of them constantly spawning. But if you want to get the best efficiency you can out of them, you can build more portals and have more of a chance of them spawning and possibly falling out. But I would say that this is very efficient for how many you have. Okay. Now I'll probably only end up showing how to do this one side here, and then you can just replicate it on your own. So as I was saying, because this farm, I've gone AFK for a few weeks with it, and I always do it usually in 8-hour sessions, like when I'm going to bed, and just have it sit there and keep hitting them. And as I said, you get around 4.5 stacks of golden blocks, and you also get a whole bunch of rotten flesh too, which you can trade with villagers. And if you're on Java, then you can get that villager down to a 1-for-1 trade with rotten flesh, and just one 8-hour night of being AFK, you'll have so many emeralds that going by the 1-by-1 trades, you can actually make a iron farm for your world that works very efficient. Because with all of those emeralds that you'll be getting from the rotten flesh, you could then take that and trade it with the weaponsmith or toolsmith for iron armor or tools, and then smelt that down for the nuggets. And it'll take a while for all the conversions of like trading over for emeralds and then smelting it, but then you'll end up getting around the 2 stacks of iron blocks every time you do it, which can be very useful. And I believe you'll get around 22 or 24 stacks of emeralds per 8 hours of doing it, but it will obviously take a lot longer with the trading with villagers. And another thing that you might not know, for job addition with the stone mason is just how OP it is for trading a 1-to-1 trade with stone. Because you can just go mining and get a stack of stone and end up having the 64 emeralds, which can end up adding up to a lot of emeralds. But so, back to gold from here. With this glass, you just want to wrap it around the whole farm, and go too high with it. And also with this side, because you don't have to worry about that in the front, but with this side, they will fall straight down, but just if you want to be safe, I would wrap this all around you with glass, just to make sure. And if you have OCD like I do and want to make it all perfect, then just cover the whole thing around. But make sure that you go at least 2 blocks high to make sure that no pigmen jump out. Oh, and also in the comment section, let me know on which texture pack you like more, the newer version of the older texture pack of Minecraft. Because I like the old texture pack a lot more than the new one. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, there you go. Now we have the 12 portals here. And then, if we wanted to do the other 12, we would just get rid of this and connect the portals with this side and take it out, the 22 then, and make another set of portals. But that's it for this video, guys, and as I said, if we can get up to 100 likes on this video, I will show how to do my collection system that I have as well. But until then, have a nice night, and I'll see you later.